I ain't never see a big boy get on the roof. I ain't never see a big boy get on the roof. I ain't never see a big boy get on the roof. I ain't never see a big boy get on the roof. Big boy ain't getting on the roof. Never see a big boy get on the roof. I ain't never see a big boy get on the roof. I ain't never see a big boy get on the roof. Big boy ain't getting on the roof. I ain't never see a big boy get on the roof. I ain't never see a big boy get on the roof. I ain't never see a big boy get on the roof. I ain't never see a big boy grill on the roof. Never seen a big boy grill on the roof. I ain't never see a big boy grill on the roof. Big boy grilling on the roof. Big boy grilling on the roof. Big boy ain't grilling on the roof. I ain't never see a big boy get on the roof. I ain't never see a big boy get on the roof. Big boy ain't climbing on the roof. I ain't never see a big boy get on the roof. How you do it like that? Damn, you got titties on your back. Climbing on the roof. I ain't never see a big boy get on the roof. I ain't never see a big boy get on the roof. Oh shit, big boy get loose. Oh shit, big boy get loose. I ain't never see a big boy grill on the roof. I ain't never, oh shit, and he's falling on the roof. I ain't never see a big boy hop on the roof. How you do it like that? Oh shit, you just like a bat. Oh shit, pick up your back. Oh, I ain't never see a big boy get on the roof. Get on the roof. Get on the roof. Get your ass out the roof. Get your ass back out the roof. I ain't never see a big boy leap on the roof. Get your big ass on.
Welcome, everybody, to the Plumes of Hazard. I, as always, am your host, the Axel Vapor. To my left is Low the Town Pudbaka, and right down there below me is.
Did you just mumble your rap?
Yeah,
mumble rap your way through that? Did you Fubaka?
I don't know what happened. My tongue got tongue-tangulated.
My angsty is bad bougie.
I got tongue-tangulated. Right down there below me is the Voider of Vorties himself, Mass Blast 09.
Present.
And having a stroke is angsty.
That's not funny.
Yeah, it's not.
Oh, you missed it. I dragged my face down.
So I just wanted, to let everybody know, in case you didn't know, Sean Thomas apparently got 12 hours of sleep last night.
What?
I can't give him too much shit. He's not here to defend himself. But maybe he'll
give
watch
him all the shit. Go give him shit on Twitter. He'll defend himself there, maybe.
He made a post on Twitter basically telling everyone he was going night-night.
Oh.
What? He's like, hey, all you cool cats and kittens.
Oh, no.
What?
Oh, no.
That's really funny.
Oh, yeah, I went there.
I avoid Twitter the same way I avoid, syphilitic prostitutes and other things that are just disgusting.
Oof. Wow.
Yeah. Dude, Twitter's a freaking cesspool, man.
It's
Twitter's also hilarious.
That is true.
That's why I tell all the people who get like wrapped up in all the politics and bullshit, I'm like, y'all just need to follow Sportsball and follow Sportsball Twitter.
Yo, can we?
Some of the dankest memes come from there.
Sportsball it's the weirdest thing watching those games with nobody in the seats. Super weird.
You watching a Browns game? Hi-yo.
Did I see the other day? I saw just like the headline and like title photo. I think it may have been from you, Fu. It was like I think it was one of your Hard Times links that was talking about renting a cardboard cutout or something for the stands.
I think so.
Yeah, I
forget who it was in reference to.
You could get the cardboard cutout for your.
Just show your support, even though you weren't there. Yeah.
Now, how about you fucking let me go to opening day 3 months ago?
It's thoughts and prayers.
But yeah, the Hard Times is fucking hilarious. They are the greatest satirical publication on, well, at least on Instagram. I follow the Instagram account,
Yeah.
and so I post the little headlines they have because it's like the Onion.
Yeah.
The headlines are great. Most of the articles aren't worth reading,
Right.
but they like the Hard Times. I make fun of like punk culture, people who work punks, hardcore in general, kind of yuppie culture. So they're great at that. So like there was like one example headline about Marilyn Manson having ribs added to stop himself from sucking his own dick. And there was one about Morrissey having all of his ribs removed so he can't stop sucking his own dick. So
and in other dick sucking news, there's lots of ribs being passed around.
There's a rib for everyone, apparently. All the ribs.
All the ribs.
Yo, I could fuck up some ribs right now.
I agree. Actually, I can't because I went to Taco Casa tonight, Massey.
Oh, man.
I am slam full of delicious Tex-Mexican foods.
I feel sorry for your toilet later.
Me too.
I had my first indoor meal outside of my house over the weekend.
Wait, you had your first
indoor meal outside of your house. Is that like home cooking?
That was just a long-winded way of saying I had lunch in an outside establishment. When I was out on the island of Long doing groceries and such, and it was Sunday, and we were done early enough. We went to our old watering hole pizza place. It was great because you know why? There was only one other party sitting inside. The pizza was dope. They put all the fresh mozzarella in the salad. It was just, it was nice. And I had leftovers. It was nice, even if it was like 110 fucking degrees outside. It was 5-minute walk to the car from the parking lot.
Yeah.
Feeling, back drip weather.
Ooh. I wonder if I can pull up this link.
Rick, don't be sorry if you don't watch sports. I can deal with you being an inferior human being.
Ooh.
You're still welcome here.
I'm trying to find an image. Moment Mobblies. Serenity, is that the one? Yeah, there it is. Copy. Oh, that's one thing that I do hate about, as good as the screen sharing works through OBS, I kind of hate that you guys can't see it. Right?
Would virtual cam work as a source, or would that fuck up the stream?
Oh, I don't know. That's a good question. How about I just paste it in our chat, and then I'm gonna share it to everybody. So
I use virtual cam instead of screen share, but I'm also not running a stream through OBS right now.
Right. So I found this thing. If anybody was thinking about questioning masks, as some people are right now, this came up in my feed. Yeah, I feel like we can get full mask buy-in if some of the anti-vax Facebook moms, if somebody would just take one for the team and started a mask multi-level marketing firm. So he said, put essential oils in the mask.
Just spitballing here.
Yeah.
Hey, hun, it is a great opportunity to own your own business and work from home. This mask is infused with rosemary oil, which fights infection. We can even personalize them to say Braylon on it.
Nice.
That was my favorite.
Braylon, real talk, Braylon, the perfect fucking name to use in this circumstance.
I completely agree.
Like, holy shit, I couldn't think of a better name.
So I saw that first the top part, right? Just the initial post, and that was funny anyway. But it got real good. I saw there was literally like 3 links down in Reddit. Like there was the same thing, except for there was the additional comments at the bottom, and the Braylon thing. I was like, that's done.
So
that's got to go up.
I'll put this out there because I haven't seen it, but it would be a great idea, and someone could make a lot of money. They have sew in LEDs for fabrics. They've had it for years, where you could sew them in, and you could have above and below like where your mouth is and your nose is, okay, on the mask. So above your nose and below, you could have a set of LEDs, and as you talk, the text come across your mask.
Yeah.
And that would help, people with disabilities and stuff. So super easy to do. There's plenty of text to or speech to text. You could have it up.
Sure.
Basically makes your mask a screen.
Right. And I think that's that was something I bitched about weeks ago. I mean, like a couple weeks into this whole thing is as somebody who I do have functioning hearing, but I do watch people talk. Like in order, especially in noisy situations or whatever, like I watch lips and now I'm not a professional, lip reader or anything, but that augments my ability to understand people. And it really, it straight up bothers me. Like I hate talking to people with masks on because most people their diction sucks anyway. Right. I mean that people mumble, people, or talk quietly in a noisy situation or whatever. And then you get already. And so not only can you not hear them, not only are they pronouncing things terribly, I also can't read the lips, and it sucks. Like
actually, a friend of ours, father is hard of hearing. Yeah. And quarantine's been a nightmare for him because he relies on lip reading to
Spoonie, right?
Understand people. And my brother's father-in-law, same thing.
Yeah.
He wears hearing aids. Well, granted, in his part of town, up in Western New York, they're not really taking the mask thing seriously, so I don't know how much has suffered, but...
Yeah. That's right. I forgot, because I mentioned that in the Discord, and Spoonie came back with that story. I'd forgotten about that. And he said I think he said his phrase was like, it's been a nightmare for him or something. He said it was been really bad, because he can't communicate with anybody, and that sucks. But I'm really tired of saying, huh? Or what was that? Or pardon me? Or, what?
And if I have my mask on, you can't understand me, I'll just go like this.
Depends on what kind of part of New York or Chicago you're in, right? You can communicate like this.
I missed this one. It's a good old classic. It was also the...
Yes.
I remember I learned that one from Rocky, when everyone's doing it to Hulk Hogan when he's in the ring. Everyone's going like this in the crowd. Which Rocky was that? Fuck. 3? Rocky 2 or 3?
See, they were
2.
It's in the beginning of one of the Rocky movies.
Yeah.
I think it was Rocky 3.
See, I mean, they were ahead of their time because later on, you got the.
Oh, yeah. Well, no, you had the open chop, and then Generation X, they revolutionized and went.
Yeah. Suck it, and the fucking fireworks would go off, and an X behind them.
So dope.
It was so dope.
90s were the fucking shit, man.
It was. It's never gonna be back to that ever.
Probably not.
Dude, you just gave me an idea for my wedding, whenever the fuck that is.
Are you going to take your bride and slam her off of the cage into the announcer's table?
No,
just like mankind did.
Hey, whoa.
Just like mankind did.
Stop penising through. Stop penising through the reception.
Scrub.
First,
that's right.
They introduce the bride and groom. No, I'm gonna get my own intro.
Does it start like la 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 la?
And then I'm gonna fucking Generation X theme is gonna pop. Pyrotechnics. Yeah. Dude,
at a wedding, that's awesome.
That sounds like a fucking fire.
It does. But it sounds awesome.
Drunk people in pyrotechnics at a wedding.
I've never been to a wedding that has pyrotechnics. That sounds amazing.
And then, you know what I'm gonna do? As I'm feeding my bride her piece of the cake, she's gonna get a forearm across the face.
No folding chair.
And then no, not a steel chair. And then she's gonna get thrown off of the cell through the wedding cake. I'm also a Buffalo Bills fan, so there has to be table breaking involved. So, yeah, wrestling themed wedding. Why not?
You better find the right broad.
I'm totally I just spitballed all of that. I'm probably gonna have a Starfleet wedding. Let's be honest.
Right. Probably. Like, Masty, he said he just spitballed the whole thing. What he's really doing is reading from his journal from 92.
Mm-hmm.
This is how my wedding's going to be. That would be pretty good, actually. I have to admit, if I was at a wedding that had pyrotechnics, I would be super impressed.
It would, it would have to be an outdoor reception.
Yeah.
For those antics.
Right. That's okay. As long as it wasn't...
I could drop in off of a helicopter with an elbow. Take off my sleeve on the way down.
Now you're talking.
Dude, I can spitball wrestling themed weddings for days.
Addie, thank you for mentioning that. I did share something on Facebook this last week. Kasa is pushing, and we talked about this a couple of weeks ago, but Kasa is pushing for us to talk to our senators to get them to kill that.
I talk to Chuck Schumer. Fuck that guy.
Hey, maybe
my state is already in the fuck zone. Let's be honest.
Yeah, it kind of is. But anyway, there is a bill that's gone through the House, and it's now the Senate, and they're trying to restrict all vape products from being from going through USPS. They're going to say that you can't have vape mail, so no more Opalaka, which is good in some ways, obviously, and bad in
There are
others.
other things I can get Opalaka'd.
Yeah. So click on there. Just like always, Kasa makes it stupid easy to contact. You just got to drop your address in there, and they'll figure out your senators and where to send stuff to. They give you a good jumping off point of what to say. I mean, you can even leave in what's default there, and that's fine. At least you're doing something. You know. So get off your asses. Go do something. I have been. I switched this last week. I kind of went back to mostly squonking as opposed to the week before, where I was doing a lot of the har. Mm-hmm. But I have been vaping on it a bit, and it is still chugging right along. It's really good tank, man. In fact, abolishment tastes really like grapey in the best way possible. I mean, it's not great, but it's that the acai really comes out.
Yeah.
For whatever reason, at least with this build.
Like not so much sweet, but
yeah, not so much sweet, but fruit.
Acidic, not acidic. Fruit. I guess fruity.
Yeah,
because fruity can mean
yeah,
sweet.
Now, granted, I do have a lot of get pissed in here as well, so there's a lot of the cactus and the margarita there too. But for some reason, I often do put quite a good chunk of abolishment in there, and it's just that fruit from abolishment is really singing in the best way possible.
Yeah.
I have a little bit of a road trip coming up this week.
This fucking shit still isn't done.
Oh, that scan?
Yeah.
Bastards.
Dude, I'm 2 layers. RDP Inception squared right now. I am remoted, so I'm on this laptop, which is remoted into my machine at my desk, which is remoted into another machine building.
Tunnels on tunnels on tunnels.
Yo, but I was looking at the specs on this machine that I'm RDP'd into, dude. It's got an i9. I'm like, yo, where's that money from my department, boy?
Mm-hmm. Seriously.
Tunnelception.
Got like 6th gen i7s, which run like a 2nd gen with all the enterprise bullshit. Fuck.
Duro's asking who's ready for the boog come November.
Oh boy.
Only boog I know.
That's not true. You know another one.
Unfortunately.
Mm-hmm.
Unfortunately.
Mm-hmm. So that's what happened last week. The follow up so far is I have not rebuilt it since I built my ridiculous 2-ohm coil out of 27, the first build. I did go back and rebuild it with 25. It is only an ohm now, and it is a really good build, and I've just been enjoying it. This week though, I did buy something, and it was that guy's fault there in chat, old William. So my wallet that I've been carrying for like 7 years or something, I kickstarted an American wallet maker guy, and he made a wallet that I really feel like is like the best wallet I've ever used. Super simple, like it was like one main part, 2 pockets on one side, and then just like one leather strap on the other that was all part of the same thing with like, you know, Kevlar or whatever thread and really nice leather. And the strap on one side was for single fold bills, so you didn't have to double fold bills, which I hate, like quad fold, you know. Mm-hmm. Anyway, so that was on side, and then 2 pockets on the other side for cards and stuff, and then one in the middle, and it was super super tiny, and I liked it. But after a few years of running it in Texas, it's hot, steamy. The leather is, you know, it's relaxed a little bit, and I had a couple cards fall out, and it was starting to get a little long in the tooth, so to speak. And unfortunately, these bastards that I kickstarted, they had gone out of business, so they're no longer making their stuff, which sucks. But so I went looking, trying to find the right thing, and Will was helping, and so was Festy and Tony in the chat. We were all going around about these wallets, and I did finally find one. And Master, you're gonna like it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Here, let me
Let's see.
Let me get my webcam. Yeah. So it's a very similar kind of wallet.
Yeah.
Oh, that's too close. Let me back up. Let me back up my focus. Back up. In fact, I'm going to put on autofocus for a minute. Maybe that'll be better.
Yeah.
So simple. 2 on this side. 1 on that side.
Mm-hmm. Oh, is that a Costco executive card I see?
Yeah, it is a Costco executive card.
Hey, ladies.
All right.
Can you see it?
It's hard to see.
It's black on black. It's Magpul.
Oh.
So I'm a tactical operator guy now, but they had a pretty slim kind of little wallet made here, and I guess ultrasonically welded or whatever. It's got this interesting sort of material, and it just came in today, so I just put it all together. It's okay, not bad.
How many cards you got in there?
I have got 6 on the 2 pocket side, 2 on the other side, and then a couple of emergency bills stashed away on the back as well. So it's not too bad. This is their essential one. They've got 2 other models, one that's bigger, one that's smaller.
So I got 5 and 3 and some bills in this old picture.
So that's one of the things that I hate about most of the wallets that I found, and yours is actually doing what I don't like about it. It's those see-through windows. They look like dog shit, like way too quickly for me. Like I tend to keep my wallets way too long because I get used to them and I kind of like them. And I don't like that brown thing that they all do. They all do.
I mean, but I don't care because I always face my cards the other way just in case. You know, so I know which cards I have on the top.
Right.
And the slider, you know, they work great.
Sure.
But yeah, I mean, I threw the wallet out and just used this. You know, and I can literally one-handed, you know, pull and then pull card out.
Yeah. You said you threw the wallet. Was that inside a wallet?
Yeah.
Oh,
this is the picture. This is the ID holder.
That's the ID holder. Okay, I gotcha. Yeah, that's about the right size, right? That's the wallet that I like.
Just kind of bad because here my cards have. You can see the imprint of the card number.
Yeah.
On the leather.
For sure. Yeah. That was that definitely was starting to happen to my other one as well, but I didn't mind too much because I changed cards not too long ago. And now the one that I've got on the outside is my Apple card, which doesn't have any numbers on it, like anywhere.
Well, actually, sorry, Angsty, can you hold up your wallet again? That actually looks attractive.
Yeah, it's not too bad. It's and the best part of this thing's like $15. So there's 2 pockets on that side, and this one's just got 1 pocket on the other.
Oh,
They've got one that's a little bit bigger that has an ID, like a clear ID window, and a central pocket. And then they've got one that's even smaller. It's like made for like 2 cards. Like it's literally just a tiny 2-card little thing.
so I have my brother's old work ID in here to get teacher discounts at Banana Republic. That's his photo. As you can see, we're related.
Yeah.
That was his old work ID, so I get an additional 10% off at Banana Republic.
Nice.
We don't. Any rational person would see that we're not the same person, but we have the same eye color, and that's always the kicker.
Yeah.
When you're impersonating someone else,
It does help.
I just. But.
Well, I mean,
I've got like fucking. Oh right, fucking Metro. Any person from New York City knows that you'll end up having excess Metro cards because you always forget which one has money on it and which one's expired. So you can get rid of some of these. But ladies, just saying.
that boy.
I don't need my good RX card in here. It's sit on my desk.
I just use the app on my phone.
Good RX.
Yeah.
Oh word. I was just surprised they were like, oh here, we'll send you a physical card. I'm like, that's cool. You know, because I take my keys and scan my shit if I can.
Yeah.
And then you can see my work ID. And I shit you not, this is not my bandwidth causing this. Let me show you.
Holy. The most important part of your work ID is fucking pixelated as shit. I love it.
It's
love
Foo
it.
if he was on the Super Nintendo or possibly
Seriously.
TurboGrafx 16.
I was also like 20 pounds heavier in my photo. I'm looking
Wow.
looking a little puffy in the cheeks. You can even tell that when you can count how many pixels are in my cheeks.
Yeah, you can.
All the pixels.
Otherwise, yeah, I mean, I might need that second pocket on the back because
Yeah. So it's
that is a very nice wallet because I've had this like Herschel one for years and it's kind of gotten mad grimy and shit.
Oh, you know what's funny? That was one of the ones I was looking at on Amazon, the Herschel one. So
this is the cash pocket. It's not really useful in my opinion. It's actually hard to get the way I roll is this is how I roll. This is how it is in my pocket.
Yeah.
My cash is always with my wallet. So having the clip isn't really that important as it would be to others.
Yeah.
So
So
because I'm just a gangsta. I have a rubber band around it.
let's see. I've got something in my cart here. So I found, and by I mean Tony, and he's not watching this, so but I'll still give him credit. He did find something that I didn't find, and I looked on Amazon quite a bit at a lot of different wallets. One of the things I don't like is the window. And I do like to have something to put cash in if I can, which is one of the things that this doesn't do, right?
You know what windows are good for? Your ID getting stuck and peeling off some of the color onto it because it gets very hot in your fatigues.
Yes, indeed. Indeed so.
It happened with a couple wallets I had where it's like, hey, I took out my school ID and my school ID was still on the plastic. Like enough of it was like a shitty temporary tattoo.
Let's see if I can find this one that I found. Yeah. Here, I'm going to pop over to my screen share here. So this is basically exactly like my old wallet, except for this one's made by Forrest and Harold.
Not my wallet.
F&H. Doesn't look familiar to me. But I really dig it. This has basically got all of the same features as my other ones. It had 2 pockets in the front, 1 band on the back, all leather, single fold. You don't have to quad fold your shit, and it's got a central pocket too.
I don't desire another leather wallet.
I wouldn't mind paying $35 for this. It's one of those.
It's not even that. It's that like during these months, this is when if I do have to wear jeans and I have to walk more than a quarter mile, my money's getting soggy. My wallet, and leather is just going to get destroyed by that.
It can.
So,
yeah,
because I bought this wallet like probably 3 or 4 years ago for probably like $10 or $15 off Amazon.
It was pretty cheap. Yeah. $20 maybe less than that.
So, and I keep my work ID in there, so I can't. I was saying this in the chat earlier. I don't need an RFID blocking thing because I'm not a weenie that wears his work ID around his neck, or even like those little tether things,
Little
that you wear on
zippery
your
things,
hip.
yeah. Zzz.
Mm-hmm.
I bump into shit that's gonna get broken. Like
Yeah.
I already had my I just had it in a plastic, just in my pocket separate. Like I managed to drop that.
Yeah.
So it's easier if it's in my wallet and I can just take it out and just beep.
Well, that works in places. I've definitely, some of my clients, they require it to be outside your body. Like you can't be in your wallet. Like it has to be visible.
It has to be shown all the time. Yeah.
So I actually had to go back to the main office on Monday, and the key card thingy in there
Mhm.
not like the one in the front. So I actually had to pull it out of my wallet to do it because it won't read it. Not strong enough, I guess, that one. So that was weird, by the way. Being back in my office.
Oh yeah,
the main office, because we're basically running one-man rotations. It's going to be that way for a while. We're going to be pretty spread out. But my desk was a fucking nightmare when I got back. Thank you, cleaners, by the way, because I couldn't remote in my machine the other week because they unfucking like. But neither of my monitors were plugged in. Like, how do you move? Like, I know my cable management.
Yeah.
I allowed it for plenty of slack. They didn't know that. So like everything was unplugged. I had to like spend almost an hour fixing my desk. I had to check because my hand sanitizer stash that I may have stolen from the department across the street, that was intact.
Nice.
No one ate my dum-dums. I have a giant bag of dum-dums I would give users in my bottom drawer. I donated that to the controller room and just I had to redo everything, but I got to blast music like the whole fucking day. I even answered the phone while I had Pantera blaring. I'm like, hello, network support. You know, it was awesome. So it was
why
awesome.
Why were the cleaners messing with your monitors and stuff?
Because they had to do a full scale wipe down of everything.
Yeah.
Oh, that makes
shut
sense.
Down.
Okay. Yeah, that makes sense.
No, normally they're very minimal in terms of like cleaning, but now they had to wipe down every surface and all that shit. My keyboard was fucking clean though. That was nice. Thank you.
I bet.
But yeah, I was just happy that my hand sanitizer stash was intact and all the little bits and bobs that I had in my drawer. And what are you making the stinky fart face for?
Because Basti.
I'm making sure I typed something correctly.
But yeah, Monday was interesting. I wanted to walk around the neighborhood while I had some downtime, but it was been too fucking hot here.
Mm-hmm.
You know, just going a block to get coffee was laborious. The other shitty thing is that they've locked down most of the buildings, so all my little shortcuts and this and that, I have to take literally one route to the bathroom.
They've locked off shortcuts?
Yeah, mainly just because it's easier to manage someone getting sick if you have controlled confines in which each department can go to their respective departments. It makes the contact tracing part easier.
I guess.
Well, it does make sense. It just sucks because it only really sucks for us because we know the shortcuts in the building. No one else really does because they don't need to know them. At the same time, from a work standpoint, I'm perfectly fine with it because there's not that much going on in the building as it is. I just get bored and like to walk around the building. That's why I can't do it.
Yeah.
So, like my preferred bathroom to poop in, it's closed.
Oh.
Yeah. So here's the thing. So I go down my stair set into the second floor bathroom, and the toilet seat, it's like this, but it curves up at the back, so you can kind of lean back a little while you're pooping, you know, while you're waiting for the next turd to
descend the chute.
But at the same time, you want to lean forward. But it's also just nice, you know. You don't have to, because it's one of those, doesn't have a back.
Yeah.
It's an office toilet.
Yeah.
So you don't want to, you know, we've all leaned back too far sometimes.
Yeah, for sure.
So that's cool. But yeah, that was definitely a blow. but I have the office to myself, and again, I have really awesome speakers at my desk, and I've also been told that that corporate is screening the footage and the cameras because there were people who were breaking the rules and not wearing their masks around other people.
Yeah.
So you know what I did?
What?
While wearing my mask, I pulled up my shirt in front of the camera, so I was slapping my belly with it. And then I walked to this side of the office in front of the other camera at the front door, pulled up my shirt, and
Hey man, I guarantee you made somebody's day. Somebody cracked up.
Duro, the office I work in now is fucking awesome. The work can get mundane, but in television, there's never a dull moment. It really isn't. It's a lot. Angsty's heard enough of my work stories. I have plenty of fun at work.
And I'm right now. I'm in my office.
And guess what? Discord works on. So we have Wi-Fi in our office that's independent of corporates, in case we have to test something, a filter or whatever.
Yep.
It works with Discord now, so I can hop in the chat if I'm bored and just talk with the boys or what have you.
That's cool.
Yeah,
that's good. No, like almost all of my work, Duro, is here in my home office. It's great. Love it. And that's how I survive, because I don't have to deal with anybody. Every now and then, yes, I'll go visit clients and whatnot, but not very often.
Especially lately.
Yeah, especially lately.
Like, stay the fuck home.
Hey, the scan's still going.
Oh, damn.
And when I bill for overtime, I'm going to have video evidence that I'm still working. No one at work knows about my YouTube.
That's probably good.
Actually, just Steve knows, because Steve is cool. I know Steve's not watching, because why would he be?
Why would he be, indeed? Although Sean said that some of his people figured out the show, but I was like, you haven't been on the show in forever.
Sean's got a big fucking mouth.
He does have a big mouth.
Just figured it out.
I don't know how they knew that I had something on YouTube.
Not like the very fucking Instagram posts he makes fun of that he makes on Instagram.
I don't know. They just figured it out. You know, they figured out that I had a show and this was a YouTube channel and this is the name. I don't know how they were able to figure out that I'm understudy from the Plumes of Hazard when they just Googled understudy, because that's the handle I go by. It just made him sound like Andy. That was really funny.
It's good times.
No, so that's the thing. Anytime I'm somewhere where I can demonstrate expertise outside of what I've been hired for, like when they were having audio problems, and they're like, "How do you know?" I know. Sometimes I know stuff.
That's right. Just cause I've got some experience.
Magic.
Magic.
I have that GIF saved in Discord.
But that goes right with what I was thinking about a minute ago. Is when you were making that face a minute ago, Masty, that reminded me of the Massifier pick, which is one of my favorite things in the world.
That is one of the greatest screen caps I've ever taken.
It is.
Because I took it I wasn't sure if he was holding it by the handle just to hold it so you have to put it down. I wasn't sure if he was actually pacifier himself. Like, this tastes like watermelon.
Mm-hmm.
Didn't they make like a Fun Dip, but with like a pacifier? They did. They made like a pacifier offshoot of Fun Dip. I don't think the same company made it. Baby Bottle Pop. That's what it was called. That is
Baby Bottle Pop. I remember the commercials now that you said the name.
Baby Bottle Pop.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
Thank you, early 2000s cancer advertising. Yeah. Tell me that's not the most retarded candy ever made. Changed my mind.
Pretty bad.
Not in terms of like the actual taste of it, the concept.
Yeah, the idea. As opposed to like the Ring Pops, which were fairly brilliant.
Ring Pops were awesome.
Yeah. What was the other
God
one?
forbid you bought them from an air-conditioned store during the summer.
Yes, exactly.
Or no, not God forbid. Hopefully you did. God forbid you didn't.
Right.
Because then you're just like, oh, I've got some foily packaging on top of my strawberry ring pop. Which, by the way, I thought was the best one, was the strawberry.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, Adam, welcome. When there's dick to talk about in vaping, we'll still entertain. We'll still do what we can.
I mean, I can believe we've gotten to this point, Adam. Unfortunately, what I can believe is that it's not butter, and I need another beer.
Get it.
I think I need to pee too. Oh, this thing's healing up really nice. What I want.
Well, yeah.
Okay. First of all, that's what chewing gum is for. Fucking up upholstery.
I don't even want to talk about it. Or hair. Have you had to deal with that, Masty? Bubble gum in the hair? You're muted.
Peanut butter.
Yeah. I peanut butter works okay. I found mayonnaise actually works really well as well.
Yeah.
That fat does seem like it pulls stuff out, which I didn't. I always thought that was like urban legend. Freaking works.
Yeah.
Freaking works.
So, when I used to work at the bowling alley back in the day, we had this shit that we used that froze the gum in the carpet.
Yeah.
And you literally right off. It had some other chemicals in it, but the main thing it did was it would freeze the gum. So
was it not just canned air turned upside down?
Nope. Some of those things, man, you don't want to mess with them anymore. They got that bittergent in them.
Yes,
Smell
absolutely.
Like dookie. Fuck you up.
I was trying to figure out what Will was talking about. He said, I am clipping that. I was like, what? He said, Masty unmuting and then just saying peanut butter.
Okay.
It's just kind of random. I dig it.
Well, I said it 3 times and then you were like, you're muted. I'm like, fuck. Peanut butter, peanut butter, peanut butter.
Peanut butter, baby.
Peanut butter jelly, baby.
Peanut butter jelly. Peanut butter jelly. Peanut butter jelly and a baseball bat. I'm sorry.
One of those will get it out.
I would definitely give you a hug, my friend. I don't know who you are. I'd still give you a man hug. Sure. But not right now. In these trying times, maybe not right now.
I'll give you a fucking hug. I got you.
We'll send you some thoughts and prayers.
There you go.
THOTS.
Bitch, what do you mean invalid token?
Valid token.
That's racist.
That's what sounds like a debate.
Yeah.
Sounds like somebody needs a talking to.
Hey. So here's what I love about Microsoft Security Scanner. The progress bar. The progress bar is a crock of fucking shit because it has been at like 99 100ths complete for the last 2 hours.
Sure.
Oh, or maybe an hour and a half. But yeah, I was just looking. I'm like, oh, this should be done right about when we start the show.
Now I'm gonna have to show the classic XKCD.
There's always a relevant XKCD.
Yeah.
I don't think I've consistently followed that. I don't think I've followed it since college.
Oh, absolutely not.
It's been like 8 years since I've actually like given it a visit.
This is one of my favorite ones, though. So I just put it in side chat for you. I'm gonna screen share this one. So I'm just outside of town. Should be there in 15 minutes. It's looking more like 6 days. No, wait, 30 seconds. The author of the Windows File Copy Dialogue. Visit some friends. Classic.
Typical.
Deep wiggle.
Why?
You're gonna have to take care of the happy ending yourself. Although, like Fu was saying at the beginning of the show, we could probably point you towards a doctor that we could take a rib or two, and you could sort that out. Hey, we're all about
Giggity.
service. Oh, damn it! Oversquawked.
Yeah. Man.
Delicious. All right. Next week.
Pretty good. That's pretty good. Damn.
What?
You had the vape around.
In
As
the
you
vape,
went,
you're like
and it
Sin
went.
Sin Salabin.
It was. It was like.
I did not mean to. That's really funny. In fact, I wasn't even looking at the screen. I was thinking.
It was like fucking Michael Jordan
It
pregame
was.
with the baby powder.
It was. And that's exactly how it was, bro.
fantastic. Well, I'm looking forward to going back and I'll have
That
to go
was
back.
I can't even
Amazing.
recreate it. That was majestic.
No, it was amazing.
That's really funny. Well, next week we're going to be doing something a little bit different. I'm not going to be hosting.
You're going to be doing something.
Yeah. I'm going on the road. I'm not going to be here. So one of these two bastards are going to have to host. So I'm going to right now ask whoever is hosting to have a good pre-intro for the
It's going to be the other brown guy. I have shitternet.
I was actually not going to be here next Wednesday, but okay.
Uh-oh.
Dude, I'll have Dong Magnum host.
You might not even get Sean. He might be sleeping.
According to his
Can't
Twitter
say
handles.
Can't even say it with a straight face.
I can't even think about it with a straight face.
Yeah.
I'm gonna tag him next week. Sean, don't worry about it. Get your sleep, boo boo. Dong got this.
Yeah. So next week might be a little wacky. So so you guys can be prepared for that.
If we don't figure something out for next week, let you know. If we cancel, I'm gonna try and make it happen. Even if it's just me, I'm gonna bring in some other cats.
There you go. Yeah, even if I mean I should be able to be here, but I just can't host.
Might be late. So we'll see.
Okay.
Not like last week.
Angsty, you're telling me you can't run a Dixie cup with some rebar to like the neighbors and steal their internet and host?
I might have to. I'm gonna be up in some mountains. Actually, no. When we do the show next week, I won't be in the mountains yet. But yeah, no, I don't think so. And I won't have my PC, and it'll be a pain in the dick to do it. Yeah, that's right. Sorry, Will. I probably shouldn't lick e-liquid because even a micron of Nick can kill 11 dogs or 67.
Worse than that, custard flavored Nick will make you gay.
It might.
Even worse, Nana cream flavored Nick will land you in jail. But worst of all, we'll lose my respect.
Look at that.
So there.
So there.
So I think that's all I got for this week. I know it was kind of light. Sorry, Adam. I know it was kind of light this week, but I didn't have a whole lot to talk about. I do, however, have a lot of things that I need to do this evening, so I need to bounce out. So for everybody that came out to join us, thank you very much, as always, for coming by and bullshitting with us. I can't believe Matthew was not here last week because I got to talk to disposals and plumbing. It was really cool. And my partner in crime wasn't there.
I'm sorry. It was a messed up kid situation.
It happens, man. It happens. All right, everybody. Next week, we should be here. And hopefully it'll be cool.
Something will happen. We might even just call in. So
no, they took away the Hangout toolbox.
dang.
Bye, everybody.